Knights playing as well as they are, you will not want to miss seeing their next home game in person. Baltimore comes to town for the first time to Metro Stadium. It's the next New York Knight home game. Call 1-800-GO-KNIGHTS. Get your tickets now. Or you can listen live here. Oh, look at Parkeet Scholl! This is ridiculous! That is another touchdown! Parkeet Scholl! I'm speechless. I can't believe this guy. I mean, look at the burst of speed at the second level.
4 down linemen for Louisville in what appears to be a 4-2-5 set. Coleman back to pass. Coleman pump fake, and then a sack. Rick O'Reilly with the big play to force the Houston punter on the field for the first time tonight. And for O'Reilly, that's sack number 7 on the season. O'Reilly, a monster on the inside. Big play there for the Louisville defense.
First and 10 of the 26, Marconi dropping the throw. And Marconi against the late blitz will go deep down the field, and that one is caught! Pass Grayson Abarazzo. Shigeki can't catch him. It's a Maurer touchdown. The 3rd touchdown for Abarazzo in the game. And it just looked like the Legend defense kind of got tangled up. And Grayson went for the pick, and he over pursued.
That was just an outstanding throw by Rocco. I mean, he's 6'5", I believe. Yeah, he's 6'5", 225, long, rangy, strong, quick arm.
Rastelli back to pass. Rastelli going to the end zone. Pass is caught for a touchdown. Kendall Gilbert, and Baltimore's on the board. Give me some of that crab call. Baltimore cuts into their early deficit. Rastelli's got 6 touchdowns and no picks in the last 6 quarters of action. 2nd and 2 at the 40. Christensen will pass again. They are staying away from Kim. That ball, oh, it's belted up in the air, and Nick Nitro picked it off. That is tremendous defensive effort. Who dove in front of that pass? That was a Qantas Shine, who dove in front of the pass and knocked the ball up in the air. That was one of the best defensive plays I've seen in a long time out of a Qantas Shine. A.J. Levy, 6 seasons, all with Sioux Falls, the strong safety number 42. Chris Dodd, free safety in his 3rd season, wears number 49. Alex Parker and Nick Fargo, the linebackers, 91 and 92 respectively, as Rahman steps up in the pocket. Rahman gonna air it out deep, and Thomas Rahman's pass intercepted off the deflection by A.J. Levy. What a play by the veteran.
Well, you mentioned it, Cam. Levy and Dodd, probably the best safety combo here in the SFL. And Levy, a longtime veteran leader of this defense, comes away with his 6th interception.
So 4 receiver set here on 3rd down and goal. I guess this won't be a run. Christensen in the gun, looking towards the end zone, firing into the back of the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. The Pride extend their lead.
What a throw by Christensen again. Has all day to throw on a post route. And that one, I mean, it's not bad coverage by Chappelle. It's just a perfect throw and a great route by Ken.
3rd down and 2 from the 12. Go Knights rings throughout Metro Stadium. St. Clair to pass. St. Clair to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh no! Joe Lynn picked it off. You gotta be kidding me. And 1 first down will give the Crabs yet another 1-possession victory over New York. 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line. Hand off to Overstreet, right side. Overstreet makes 1 man miss, and then another. And here goes Overstreet off to the races. Down the sideline, 20. He will be not tackled, and he scores again. 17th touchdown for David Overstreet, and Louisville has scored 19 straight points. And Overstreet is checking on the pulse of Oklahoma City.
get a live look at one of the biggest cities in Texas, San Antonio, where the Alamo City Artillery, fresh off a win a week ago over Queen City, play host to the team from across the pond, the London Knights. As we kick off week 11 of the Simulation Football League, I'm Colin Northrop. Rick Northrop is back with me.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Alamo City Artillery City Stadium, where today, we welcome in the Silly Connecticuts from London.
Known as NordVPN Stadium for sponsorship reasons, our statisticians are DR Sim and Eddie Gage. Rick, we saw these artillery pull off a victory over Alamo City a week ago.
Wait, the artillery pulled off a victory over Alamo City? What are you saying?
No, Alamo City beat Queen City. That's what I meant to say.
That's right, the Battle of the Cities. We did. Exciting game, and this should be a fun one. I'm looking for some scoring activity. Not gonna lie.
Johnny Pickler threw for 379 yards, but he threw 3 interceptions and only a touchdown a week ago. Robin Merrill before he took 3 touchdowns, including 2 on the ground, and the Knights look to widen their advantage in the SFL's Northern Division. Meanwhile, the Artillery are looking to continue to stay afloat in a crowded South Division.
Yeah, it's not uncommon, for a quarterback to have a man bag full of interceptions in the SFL, and you can easily overcome that because it's so exciting. But Pickler just couldn't get back on track. And like you say, upside down on the TD to turnover ratio, 1-3. Pickler's got a ton of talent, and we're ready to go, Colin.
Matt Finnick to kick off. That's JT Delaney to kick off to the return man. That is Ziggy Horonic, who had a punt return a week ago. Man, I'm just firing on all cylinders today.
Coughing and wheezing and kicking out all that blue smoke. And that reminds me, Rick Meter's in town for this afternoon's contest. Be updating everybody on the true story as to who will be victorious in this afternoon's matinee contest.
Ace Finnick is the quarterback. He throws. His first pass is completed to Brad Jones, but it'll be for no gain as he's tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Is everybody ready for me to start railing on these swing passes that have a really low expected value in terms of yardage, or should I wait, Colin?
No, go right ahead.
Go right ahead. You're fine with me railing on it all game long.
We'll get to the lineups after this play, which will be a handoff to Jones up the middle. Only pickup of 1 yard, and Brad Jones is the running back. Think Newsy is the fullback, number 44. Hank Earl Troll, Ziggy Horonic, Greg Soto, Deuce Finnick are the wide receivers. Garrison Blue is the tight end, and the offensive lineman is Charles Michael. Here's Ace back to throw slant over the middle, caught first down to the 36-yard line.
Holy cow, that was into a ton of traffic, and I can't believe that wasn't either incomplete or picked off. Nice job. So they get their first down of the game.
For London on defensively, William Davidson is the defensive end along with Spellman Lane. Frank Stackhouse is the defensive tackle. Cam Fosby is the other one. As this pass is complete out for a 3-yard gain to the 38. That is to Ziggy Horonic, his first catch.
Artillery seemed to be working on trying to combination of spreading out the defense and then maybe attacking over the middle either with a pass play or a run. But 2nd and 7, not exactly where they want to be. Let's see what this produces.
Here's Ace back to throw, fires over the road, complete to Garrison Blue for first down into London territory for the first time. Tackle made by Telemac Scarborough.
A veritable smorgasbord of receiving options there for the artillery on that one. They lined up 3 wide, and the 4th split out. They actually sent 5 into the pattern. Just needed somebody to find space. Yes, Colin, sorry.
Mac Scarborough, Jacob Creature, the outside linebackers, Brandon Ewing, Emmanuel Blackman, and Mike Jones are the corners. Anthony Weil and Jack Russell are the free safeties.
The double spin move right there, bringing up 2nd and short.
Brad Jones, another reception out of the backfield, picks up 6.
You know, one of the things we saw, and we've done a few Alamo City games. I think we've done about 40 this season so far. They can be very workmanlike and just march themselves down the field, wearing out the defense in the process.
Although they can be very explosive. Here's another completion to Garrison Blue for a first down to the 24.
Stan, my point. They can be workmanlike and wear out the defense. Yes, and they can be explosive. Are you shaking your fist at me again?
It's another slant pattern right over the linebacker's head for Alamo City. East Finnick, he threw 2 touchdowns, but also had 3 interceptions. Brad Jones, 120 yards on 22 carries. For London, defensively, their leading soccer is William Davidson, 7.5. Finnick's back for another pass, has to dump it short to Jones because he found nobody open, but he gains a yard. I suppose that's better than getting sacked. Leading interceptors, Jack Russell with 6. That's top 5 in the league.
Yeah, and I suppose you're right, Colin. Paying attention to your progressions and then hitting the safety valve. As the coaching staff's got to be happy with that, even if only picked up a couple.
Here's Jones on the carry this time. Only picks up 1 down to the 22. Both teams -4 turnover differential coming in. Takeaway is very similar, 19 for London, 16 for Alamo City. Third down conversions allowed London is 6th best at 53%. They're going up against an artillery team that converts only 57% on third down. That's good for 12. As they go 5 wide here in the empty shotgun for Ace Finnick. He's back to throw, surveys the press coverage, finds a man. It's Enko, trolled down to the 7-0, 1st and goal.
I think the Alamo City is figuring out that they can run good protection with just the limited line personnel, and they're also discovering that sending 4 or 5 into the pattern, Colin, is producing benefits in the advanced throwing of the ball phase of the game.
We're now under 6 minutes to go in the opening seconds, and it's sack time for the first time. Ranking it down is number 66 for London.
I can already feel the
Stackhouse.
The ats in the chat for me and for the announcer jinx there on the good protection that Alamo City's had so far.
And for Stackhouse, that's only his 2nd sack of the entire season. Here we are, week 11. The pass to the end zone, touchdown to the Cuban missile, Greg Soto. No, that's not Greg Soto.
Greg Soto, there you
and
go.
It's one of the Finnicks out there, that is Deuce. So Ace finds Deuce for the touchdown, and the artillery are out in front.
There's an AC Deucey right there. You see that a lot when you're facing Alamo City. Hey, Doug Day in the chat. Nice to see you there. Denver, the at your service dog is here with us.
Matt Finnick is the kicker.
Ooh.
High snap. And it's good. That was a opening play drive of 12 plays, 77 yards, resulting in a 9-yard touchdown pass. Touchdown pass number 15 on the year for Ace Finnick. And the Alamo City Artillery are in front, 7-0. They're 3.5-point favorites at home, over under 64.5.
Well, with that drive, Alamo City puts their marker down. Let's see what London can do. And, I want to say, if you're new to the SFL, Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, it's football for everyone.
Terrence Wary on the return, and Johnny Pickler, who's number 2 in yards, number 10 in completions, has thrown 24 touchdowns. Starts out with a full house backfield. Robin Merrill, the principal back, he gets the ball and he loses yardage all the way back to the 17-yard line. Yogi Barr on the TFL, and he's excited, Rick, because he just found a picnic basket.
He did indeed found a tasty picnic basket, and fine point on Pickler, right? You say he has 24 touchdown passes, right? And that's through 8 games, and in one of those games he only had 1. So he had 23 touchdown passes in 7 games. That's just strong play.
Throw down the middle is caught, and by Wary, and we get the hurry up here. Wary is joined out there, wide receiver, by Fox Highwind and Vin Kellia. Telling the Steelers the tight end. Rob Knowles the fullback. Robin Merrill the halfback. Pickler throws again down the middle, but we got a flag.
Oh.
It looks like we're getting a bit of laundry on the field. We'll see what it is from our 62. Oh, it's pass interference. Spot of the foul. And the artillery shoot themselves in the foot here early. As Jeff Spicoli, I know danger is his business, but that time he got burned by danger.
He was playing a dangerous game there on the back end of the D. And sharp-eyed watchers, viewers of the SFL, may recognize, our 62 in the game. Nice to have our 62 on this call. Always calls a good game, says the announcer.
Jukin Rukin is the defensive end. We'll get to the rest of the lineups. Yogi Barr is the other defensive end. He already has the TFL, nearly had a sack, but that pass is completed to the Alamo City 42 and to Vin Kelly, and once again the Knights decide to press go on the gas pedal. Pickler again, over the middle, tipped in, incomplete. And for the moment they'll stop to hurry up, and while we have a breath, as we see Jukin Rukin Jr. knock away the pass. He's joined out there at strong safety by Albert Beacon, number 22. Jeff Spicoli, we already mentioned, along with Rain Rie are the free safeties. Mickey McGuire, corner, along with Rhaegar Law. Linebackers are Bogey Barr, Jay Mart, and Rob Foraker. Defensive line, Jukin Rukin, Yogi Barr. Defensive tackle, Stephen Fellows II, and Tina Beacon constitute the Alamo City defense. Second carry for Merrill, he lost 5. The guy who had 82 carries and 2 touchdowns a week ago goes backwards on his first 2 carries.
Yeah, and you notice the Alamo City D was guessing that was going to be a running play. They had everybody playing tight up on the line, and including moving a linebacker up for the rush, and it pays off.
Pickler, 5 wide, trips to the bottom. He's back to throw again. Lane pocket to throw, and fires downfield, nearly intercepted as it's knocked away by Rhaegar Law, a guy I know very well. And London will be forced to punt. Ooh, some early movement afoot. Does the Rick meter have a reading yet? I see some agitation.
Yeah, the Rick meter is, staff's been taking notes. Remind everybody that it's powered by a surplus World War II diesel motor. Has lots of neon, but it's not neon. The neoning is not as impressive during the day, but it's fired up, and I think everybody's fired up for this game. Here's the punt.
Returned by Heronic, who had a punt return for a touchdown a week ago. Gets it out to only the 15, and he got hit hard in the play, so he's flapping his gums a little bit extra.
I successfully avoided your question about what the Rick meter actually thinks. I'll be running for city council with those political skills soon.
3 wide receivers split backs behind Ace Finnick. He's back to throw. 6-step drop, has to dump it short, and it's incomplete. Who is he throwing to, Rick? It's the invisible man out there.
I don't know. And being a more of a quarterback guy, we'll say typically the receiver and the quarterback are not on the same page. The QB will say they ran the wrong route, and the receiver will say QB didn't understand the route development on that. But be that as it may, that pass goes to nobody.
And that's the first incompletion for Ace Finnick. He was 9 of 9 to start this game, now 9 of 10. And Brad Jones, well, he continues to find no holes. He's stopped at the line of scrimmage by a host of white-shirted defenders and set up a 3rd and 10.
Well, maybe that's an interesting two-play couplet right there, because the mistake by the offense and then the defense ready for a run, the artillery trying to catch them, and brings up 3rd and long.
And they'll go to the sideline, and it's short of the sticks.
And Alamo City helps out the Knights, Colin, by running a surefire short of the sticks out route.
That's a play they probably should have run on 1st down, not 3rd down.
Yep. Well, that was a successful formula. It appeared to be on that first drive, Colin. They would do some outs, quick outs, spread things around a little bit, flood the secondary with a ton of receivers. Maybe they're feeling a little snake bit with that sack down in the red zone last time, Colin.
Punt is away, and Wary's back to return. He'll call the fair catch on just the other side of the 50. They'll mark it at the 47.
Fabulous field position for the Knights. Field position does generally equate to scoring. Let's see what they can do with it here. The always dangerous Johnny Pickler.
Pickler's 2 of 4 already.
And his mates.
Robert Merrill, 2 carries, -9 yards. See if he gets the ball here. He will. And he gains 2 yards, but that's his first positive carry for Kerr. Brings him down at the 48.
Well, the chess game continues here. Alamo City stymieing them. 2nd and long. Longa.
This is Joker's pair of weak, strong eye.
Oh, look at you go.
Blitz from the outside backers. They don't come with it. Pickler dumps it off the Merrill, the former receiver. Gets a block upfield and gets tackled.
That's a tasty little catch and run right there. I like that.
Forgot to mention for London, they had 3 contracted offensive linemen, left tackle Anthony Anderson, left guard Perrin Abaya, and right guard Demetrius Farmer up front. That's why they've been so successful in scoring the most points a game. Number 1 in the Simulation Football League this year. 3rd and 2. Merrill picks up the first down and more. His best run today gets him to the Alamo City 39-yard line. And quickly, he's starting to erase that negative deficit.
And I've pointed out the obvious in plenty of other broadcasts, but you get your stars doing star things, and the other team's in trouble. And Merrill having a couple of good plays back-to-back has got to have Alamo City taking note.
Here's Knoll in front of Merrill. Merrill gets the ball again, but...
And note take they did as they stopped Merrill for a loss.
Loss of 2, they'll call it on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Yes.
5 wide. Pickler back to throw. Fires down the field. Knocked away. And that's Mickey McGuire, a.k.a. Gunny, everybody's favorite Marine Corps veteran. Knocking that down. Set up a 3rd and 12.
Yeah, and it looked like the receiver broke long, extending the route. And I think Pickler thought it was going to be either a back shoulder or a dig or something. Colin, is that... not that Gunny didn't make a good play. He was in the right position, but Pickler helped make that a little easier. Or the receiver did.
3rd and 12. And again, they pull the page out of Alamo City's book because Fox Highland makes his first catch of the game. Number 15. But he's out of bounds at the Alamo City 36. Another punt coming up for London.
Well, after a opening scoring drive, Con, we've exchanged 2 punts. This will be the 3rd punt in a row.
And we reached a bit of a stalemate as the punt goes down inside the 5. Ooh, the gunner went into the end zone. Unfortunate there.
A little thing called momentum. Let's go back to Newton's laws. And unfortunately, the law is the law.
It's not just science, it's the law.
Hey, an object in motion tends to stay in motion.
Weak eye formation for Alamo City 2 in the backfield. Press coverage from the Knights. Here's the give to Brad Jones, and Jones, unable to find any room, gets stopped the line of scrimmage for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 20 as we are fast approaching the end of a very quickly moving first quarter of play. That's the end of the first quarter, 7-0. Alamo City in front. You're watching the Simulation Football League on YouTube.
Oh, sorry about that, Colin. Don't go anywhere. And just a quick reset. We're here in Alamo City. Alamo City takes the opening drive down the field and scores. And it's in danger of becoming a little bit of a punt fest here. We've got Colin and I are in the booth. Denver, at your service dog, has made the trip. We'll see if he behaves. And the Rick Meter is here this afternoon saying, good afternoon, everybody.
It's set up a 3rd and 5 following a catch out of bounds by Ziggy Horona. This will be a Brad Jones carry. He has a long way to go, but he's stopped 2 yards short of sticks at the Alamo City 27. Another puck coming up. And again, these defenses continue to hold serves.
Yeah, it's maybe to the surprise of the viewing public, and you see the over-under is set at a respectable scoring level of 64. And Alamo City's giving 3.5. So far they're covering the spread. There's the punt.
Wary on the return. Spins ahead and gets knocked down at the 39. London's been unable to get their rushing attack going. Robert Merrill, -3 yards on 5 carries, has 1 catch for 7. Total yardage discrepancy 42 to 90. No sacks allowed by the Knights, however. Average yards per play just barely under 3 for London. Pickler gives to Merrill, spins twice and picks up 2 before he's being rocked down by Albert Begin. This will be a 2nd and 8 from the London 42-yard line. 9:40 and counting to go in the quarter. Johnny Pickler under center. Give to Robin Merrill again. Merrill breaks the tackle. And escapes the second one. Gets to the 45. Well, set up 3rd and 4 for London. So after a 12-play, 77-yard drive, it's been punt, punt, and punt. With no drive taking longer than 24 yards. That being London's first drive. 3rd and 4, dump off the Merrill. Merrill trying to make something happen. Does with a spin move and broken tackle out to the Alamo City 47. We get a 3rd down conversion. Tackle made on the play by combo defenders led by number 57, Jay Martin, Jeff Spicoli as well. And Merrill showing why he's so dangerous out of the backfield, the former wide receiver. And Merrill on the carry gets stopped for a loss of 2.
Right, 2nd and long now, Colin. And Well, the Rick Meter staff is starting to take their naps here as we've devolved into the Punch Fest. But the Knights have actually crossed the 50. Stay tuned.
Ball marked at the Alamo City 49. Johnny Pickler, quick drop, has the throw, fires into heavy traffic. It's knocked down, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 12. Jukin Rookin Jr. on the deflection.
Well, Colin, if you're Johnny Pickler, what are you trying to dial up here?
I dial up something deep.
Ooh, you can't get that insightful commentary just anywhere, folks.
Pickler, he does go deep, and it's complete for the first down.
You're a crazy magician. Hey, everybody, in case you didn't know, the SFL convention is coming to Cincinnati, Ohio, July 28th through the 30th for season 21 kickoff weekend. For room reservations, details on the weekend schedule, see the hashtag Convention Alerts channel in the SFL Discord server. Rooms are going fast. Reserve your special group rate today. We'll see you there. In fact, that's on our to-do list today for Colin and I after the game, is to figure out our accommodations and map out our family's traveling circus program for the convention.
As that pass is complete to Talon Steele, the tight end, who was split out wide his first catch. And for Steele, who has 1 touchdown on 20 grabs for 404 yards on the year, gets into the ballgame, picks up 9, it'll be 2nd and 1.
And don't let the cat out of the bag, but one of Eddie Gage's biggest fans, my wife Dawn, is likely to be at the convention.
2nd and 1, and that's a loss of 4. And Merrill continues to find the running lanes closed up.
The convention is fun for the whole family. And that's legit. NGL, for real. No cap. Yeah, that's how the youngsters talk today, Colin.
This is gun splits. This is gun straight formation. Pickler has to put it in the air again. Jay Martin nearly had himself an interception, but instead it'll be a JT Delaney field goal attempt. As it's 4th and 5 from the 20, so London's deepest penetration yet this ball game will only result in 3 points, possibly.
Well, an attempt, exactly. Fair point. Let's see, they'll spot this. We'll call it at the 27, so it'll be a 37-yard attempt for who's their kicker?
JT Delaney, who's 13 of 13 on the year.
Not Fennec.
37, it's good.
14 of 14.
Now it's a 7-3 game.
Indeed. Hey, miss any SFL action? It's hard to keep up with every play around the league. Check out highlights of SFL games on the SFL YouTube channel and on Highlight Nation, provided by Victor's Valiant, YouTube's premier sports highlight maker. Subscribe to Highlight Nation and Victor's Valiant on YouTube for all your sports highlight needs. I need it.
Hronek on the return. Hronek on the return.
Is it Hronek or Hronek? Now I've got you confused. I'm sorry.
It's Hronek.
Didn't he play, wasn't he a winger for the Chicago Blackhawks for a long time?
You're thinking of Jeremy Hronek.
Oh, there we go. Not Ziggy Hronek.
Well, a guy who's been coming up aces is Ace Finnick. He's 11 of 12, 88 yards, and a touchdown. He goes deep. Ooh! Deuce almost had a touchdown. He was behind the entire London secondary, and the guy somehow managed to drop the football.
Need my oxygen. That was going to be exciting. Well, they took their shot there, Colin. I guess they're comfortable taking the risk to be 2nd and 10, but that was there. That was there all day long. I bet we see that again later in the game.
Indeed. Still can't believe the drop. DR Sim is dumb. He's dumbfounded. He can't believe what happened. Hall of Famers Brad Jones takes it out of bounds. The 28 after pickup of 4, and already it's 3rd and 6.
Hey, Colin, you got a lot of facts and figures over there being kept track of and live in real time. Who's doing that for you?
It's D.R. Sim and Dale McClain. There's an army of statisticians. That's part of the SFL experience. As the pass down the field is knocked down. Pass intended for Soto. And it's a quick 3-and-out for the artillery. Don't look now, but old Mo may be going the other way.
Yeah, hard to get a handle on what's going on here. Just kind of a little back and forth, and not much production. We did get a field goal. There's the Cuban missile there. Soto heads down the field, but just can't make the completion. We got Denver with his nose right up here, checking out the action. There's a fair catch on that punt
by Wary at the 38. So the Knights got 3 points on their last drive. And to see Mike O'Neill in the chat. He says, "What's up, Colin and Rick?"
Yeah, what's up? Watching the game. Not having a bud, though.
This is the first road game, London. The Artillery franchise. They previously hosted this franchise when the Rodos are going home as Robert Merrill's away down to the 36. Rain Rie ran him down from behind, and brother, that could have been real dangerous.
That was a great run, and they needed something to help them break out, get a little mojo working. Let's see what they call here.
That's a 26-yard run on the stat sheet.
If it was me, I'd throw deep again. My guess is they're going to run.
They got 3 people in the backfield, so that's not a bad guess. And they will
run. Yeah,
and then lose 2.
Apparently, everybody in the stadium knew they were going to run, and they give up 2 of, what'd you say, 26-yard run?
They gave up a 26-yard run, lost 2.
Lost 2 there.
Johnny Pickler swaggering up in the shotgun, trips to the bottom. He's had to do a lot of heavy lifting, folks. This will be pass attempt number 13. Fires down the field, catch made down to the 11. What a catch by Fox Highwind, only his second of the ball game.
A game of inches, as Pickler was very close to being hassled or interfered with on that throw, and fits it in there just before the window closes. Nice job, Johnny. Mike O'Neill's interested in the keys to victory for Colin and Rick. I'm going to go with the scoring more points than the other team. I think I'm going to do that one today.
Well, for London, they got thanks, Rick. London has to find a run game. And oh boy, Alamo City almost came up with a turnover. Mickey McGuire tipped it in the air.
I agree, Colin. They got to get Merrill being an effective weapon, and then they've got, Highwind, and their receiving core can probably start playing in the sandbox a little bit, but they just haven't gotten either going effectively yet, the Knights.
2nd and 10, Pickler, quick drop, fires, caught his Highwind down to the 1.
Wow.
No, that's Collier, rather.
Yeah, that's a touchdown saving tackle there at the 1. They're going to get another crack at it here.
It's essentially 3rd and goal from the 1. But the Shadows creeping right over where they need to score, so it'll be kind of difficult to see. Merrill, carry, touchdown! Robert finds the end zone. Woo-hoo. His 4th touchdown combined in the last 2 ball games now. And the Knights are out in front 9-7 pending the extra point.
Exactly. So the Knights with back-to-back scores threatening to go up by 3 pending the PAT, as you noted. And Alamo City now, I think the momentum has switched, Colin. The Alamo City's offense has got to be feeling the pressure here. They're going to need to produce points, if not at least possess the ball for a good bit of time.
JT Delaney's extra point is something good. 3:41 to go in the second quarter. We have a 10-7 ball game.
Just reviewing the chat. If you're not in the chat, you can get in the chat. How, Colin? By typing something?
By subscribing to our YouTube channel.
There we go. That's the hidden promo we were looking for.
Roenick on the return. Ziggy trying to make a juke. Breaks the tackle, gets up to the 25. And Sooner Nakai popping up in the chat. He says, hi, folks. Hi, Team Northrop.
Hey.
Kind of reminds me of that guy of when we went to Wally's World. And they were doing stuff, and he said, sorry, folks, park's closed.
Park's closed. Well, you know what? The SFL park is open for business. And I got a question for you, Colin. If you're Alamo City, do you throw a little no-huddle in here to kind of mix it up and try and possess the ball until the halftime anyway? Till about halftime? Until the half?
I don't know. Let's see. They pick up 7 on that out throw to Soto. He finally gets his first catch. Had only 1 target before that. Picks up 7 to the 32.
It goes against the goal of eating clock a little bit, but you prevent the substitutions. And maybe they're waiting for the right defensive personnel to give them some matchups they want.
This is split back jokers, and Jones picks up the first down to the 37-yard line. And Brad Jones, he's feeling it right now.
Jonesy. Fabulous Mr. Jones. Well, here we go. Let's see what happens out of this one, Colin.
We get 1st and 10 at the Alamo City 37. Quick drop. Fired to the second time. Jack Russell, and he almost went all the way home.
Number 81 there, who is with the touchdown saving tackle.
That is Deuce Finnick, so he cleans up his dad's mistake as they try to go to the backup tight end. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, well, Alamo City trying to grab back some of the momentum inadvertently. Steps on London's momentum accelerator there. Here they go. Quick strike, end zone. Lloyd Carr style.
Ball in the Alamo City 28. They get to Merrill. The side's open. Makes a spin. Breaks a tackle. And Merrill finds room down to the 23. Picks up 6.
In the alternative strategy, just trying to burn some clock. You know you're in field goal range. Alamo City still has all 3 timeouts. Nobody's challenged. I think we've only had one penalty today. So
1 penalty. None on London. As Merrill gets his 13th carry.
Wow.
And gets the first down to the 14.
Wow. Let me get out my impressed Crayola color and color me with that. I'm going to go face painter.
I thought you said you were going to get out your slide rule.
Oh, that's the Rick meter.
2-minute warning reached. London in front, 10-7, looking to add more off the turnover. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on YouTube.
Coming out of the break here at the 2-minute warning in the second quarter. We're going to have a Rick meter report here after this play, Colin.
144 total yards for London now, only 121 for Alamo City. So the total yardage advantage swung London's direction completely as Carter unable to haul that in following a wicked shot. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Did you want to ask me something now?
What's the Rick meter think?
Well, funny you should ask. The Rick meter, with their first rating of the game this afternoon, is leaning London. They were impressed with Alamo City's opening drive, but more impressed with London's play since then.
Here's Pickler back to throw. Slant over the middle. Carter again. Bobbleman drop. I don't know why they keep going to this guy, especially when he's surrounded by blue shirts. Duke and Rookin Jr. made sure short work of the receiver there, Bryce Carter.
Tough to make receptions when you're in traffic, a lot of guys hassling you, crossing in front of you, whatever. On the other hand, head coach says, you got to catch the ball. Got to catch the ball. Score a touchdown. We're just trying to catch a ball.
Just trying to catch the ball.
You kidding me?
You play to win the game. Hello. Trips to the top. Pickler. Slants again. Over the middle. Drop. But there's a penalty flag down on the field. I think Alan Steele was the intended receiver, but check the flag. Hold everything. Oh, and we have defensive. No. Yeah, we had defensive pass interference this time on Jay Mark. The inside linebacker interfered with Talon Steele's ability to catch the ball, and only a spot foul and a new set of downs for the Knights.
Well, that's the break they were looking for. As I've been unimpressed with the route concepts here in the end zone. Check that. I've been unimpressed with the route concepts here in the red zone on London's behalf. Just throwing over the middle in a lot of traffic over and over and over. Let's see what they do here. How about give it to Robert Merrill?
Or they'll do one better. They'll swing it to Robert, and he's in the end zone. Easy. Plants the sort. Touchdown, London.
I'll be sending London my resume after the game.
Merrill was wide open in the flat eye, only Mickey McGuire to stop him at the goal line. Mickey was no match for Merrill. Touchdown, London.
And that sound you hear in the background is the Rick Meter staff cackling with joy as their call has been further validated by the London Knights' performance here in the red zone.
Brad Jones only 9 yards on 6 carries. Ace Finnick has thrown it 19 times in this first half, completing 13 of them. So the balance for Alamo City is out of whack, and that's a big reason why they are now down by 10.
Yeah, good analysis there. And the London Knights, after giving up 7, have scored, shouldn't that be 17 in a row?
Yes.
I believe it should be. There we go. Thank you, computer. And now, we've called some Alamo City games, Colin, and they've got weapons and they've got the will to win, and everybody wants to win. But Alamo City prepares, and it shows up in some of the drives they execute. Obviously, I'm a big fan of how they can kind of put the dagger into teams. So, coming back from a 10-point deficit is not going to phase them too much. Although they would like to trim that lid here with 1:41 to go in the second quarter, Colin.
They would indeed. Down 17-7. Give up the middle to Jones. Jones, his best run today by far, picks up 9.
That was kind of cool, Colin. It was, I don't know what you call that formation. You're the playbook guru, but that looked like a goal line offense to me out at midfield. I actually on the minus side of the 50.
That's the Ajax play. They pick up 9. Jones' best run of the day by far. Second one. Moonsey, the
quick handoff, gets just enough.
The fullback picks up a couple, good enough for first down. And now here's the hurry up for Evans.
There we go.
As Ace Finnick back to throw, fires out to Brad Jones, and Jones gets out of bounds, but he lost 2 yards. And let's go to Cameron Irvine for a game break update.
Thank you, Colin. Canton has turned the ball over on 3 consecutive possessions, and the Fort Worth Toros are all over Canton right now. Delaney Nash, a pick 6 on the most recent possession. Fort Worth has a 17-0 lead over the Classic. Expect you guys in San Antonio.
Wow, that's shocking to say the least. That's good news for the Knights, who are clearing away the division leaders here, and that's bad news for Alamo City. They're in that thick of teams trying to occupy second place with Mexico City in front.
Indeed. Indeed. And do we have a timeout burned there?
Timeout was burned by the artillery. They're down to 2. It'll be 3rd and 13, and Ace Finnick is going to let it fly.
11 guys in the pattern.
It throws down the field. Throw. Greg Soto had it, but it was perfect coverage on the play by Emmanuel Blackman, the London native, and the artillery will be forced to punt.
Yeah, let's see if we get, I guess we're not going to get another look at that. Is that the ball popcorns around? It may have actually caromed. There's a vocabulary word for the day. Off the headgear of one of the players.
Now he's 13 of 20 after starting 9 of 9 is Ace Finnick.
So London will get a small amount of time to do something should they desire.
There he returns it up to the 33 where he stopped. It's 42 seconds left, all 3 timeouts for the London Knights. And they get the football to start the second half.
Indeed. Well, let's see. They've had a couple of chunk plays. See if they can crank one out here. Colin, looks like Max protect maybe. Try and get somebody on a deep post.
2 guys back with Pickler.
Nope.
They tried to run the Z spot. It still kind of works, but Highwind ultimately is unable to get out of bounds, and they have to call timeout with 36 seconds left.
Well, they did have 3 left. So their full complement of timeouts. That's, I believe, how I'm supposed to say that. So why not? But yeah, I thought for sure we were going to see something cool. Not that an 8-yard gain isn't cool, but you know. Just saying.
Power I formation. Merrill back.
Uh-oh, free play as the DN jumps off sides.
Pickler throws to Merrill, lose 2 yards. They'll take the 5 yards in the first down. Thank you very
Right,
much.
and the stoppage of the clock.
3rd penalty on Alamo City. Guilty party is Yogi Bar. And he looks like he's one grumpy bear down there.
He's a grumpy bear. Yeah, he says, bears got to eat. Ignore that don't feed the bear sign. Don't feed the bar sign.
We got a 1st and 10 at London at 46. There's a shot at Narrows. London will empty the backfield again. Pickler by himself standing back there at his 40. He's back to throw. Fires. Slant over the middle. Allen steal the reception. Only his 2nd grab of the ball game. This is a perfect hurry-up formation for the Knights. Throw down the field. Steal again. 1st down to the Alamo City 35, and they call time with 17 seconds left.
Great job as a unit, the O-line and Pickler working together there. As those were both hot reads, and he's able to get that out on time, producing some nice yardage as they're up to the 30, out to the 35, down to the 35, around the 35.
Pickler fires out to Merrill. Merrill, plenty of room, spins, breaks the tackle, and steps out of bounds at the 23 with 11 seconds left. And the numbers quickly shooting up for Johnny Pickler. He's up over the 160-yard mark officially.
Wow. And, for everybody knows who Robert Merrill is when you're playing the Knights, and somehow he's unaccounted for out there.
Looks like they're going to send the field goal unit out.
I think they go one more quick out maybe, but they're going to take their points, adding insult to injury as far as Alamo City's concerned. Long count. There it is.
Delaney's kick is good from 39 yards. And it's now 20-7 with 7 seconds left.
For those of you that have joined us here in the last few minutes, Alamo City took the opening kick, goes down the field, pops it into the end zone, leads 7-0. after an interlude of 3 or 4 punts, London got their offensive act going and have scored 20 unanswered. 20.
Rovnick on the return, and Mr. Rovnick trying to weave through traffic. Oh, he almost broke through the other side. We saw him return a punt for a touchdown last week versus Queen City. Almost did it on that kickoff there.
The dude's got skills. No doubt.
2 seconds left. Alamo City will probably just run one play and then go in the locker room, try to figure out what the heck happened.
Maybe a little quick hitter up the middle. Gets into the secondary, see what happens. But, yeah, this will be the last play pending a penalty.
Brad Jones, handoff, picks up a yard.
And there's the gun. We've reached halftime.
20-7, and Brad Jones
Yes.
continuing to struggle. 2.2 yards carry.
Yeah, well, an interesting first half, no doubt. I'm going to take a look at the comps. 100% red zone percentage. You don't see that very often, but
By both sides.
yeah, the Knights leading almost 2-1 in total yards. And London's ability to make first downs and then score at the end of those, at the end of their possessions, right? And
Exactly.
stymie Alamo City. So we're 27. The over/under is 64, I believe. So we're tracking to the under at this point. But let's see what Alamo City can tweak here in the locker room, Colin, and have for us in the second half.
Remember, it's their defense on the field to start first.
That's right. Now their defense needs a little love and a few adjustments in the locker room there. Remind everybody, I'm Rick Northrup, Colin Northrup on play-by-play. We brought Denver, the service dog, with us again this weekend. And the Rick meter here is out in the parking lot, plugging and chugging, and the team worked on their slide rules, and we're sitting on a lean London Knights at this point. I've been advised by the Rick meter team that pending the resolution of the first possession for London here in the third quarter, they'll give us an updated reading.
Oh, that's a good futures update on the Rick meter.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Welcome back to NordVPN Stadium in San Antonio, Texas. Home of the Alamo City Artillery, not the Alamo City Alamos, as somebody said a week ago.
The Alamoians, yeah. Yeah, it's for whatever reason, kind of mouthful of marbles around Alamo City Artillery in San Antonio. Not the Alamo. Alamo's there, but it's not okay. Forget about it. Yeah, I see it coming.
Ace Finnick started that perfect 9 for 9, but since then, Rick, he's been 2 of 8 according to our executive producer, Cameron.
Oh my gosh.
2 of 8, and London will start from their own 22.
That's a quality update there from the executive producer. I'm starting to get the sense he knows what he's doing.
Maybe that's why he's commissioner.
That's why he always makes me refer to him as the incomparable Cameron Irvine.
4 wide receivers for London. Pickler trying to throw slants just a bit in front of Vint Calia. Incomplete. Jukin Rukin, the big guy there, applying pressure. And when I say big, folks, I mean he's girthy. He's 6'2", 290 pounds. Can't exactly hide at that size. See the numbers for Pickler. That's on 14 completions, by the way. He's now 14 of 22, averaging 7.5 yards per attempt. A quarterback rating of 101.7. Slant caught. Kelly this time makes the catch. And Finn, who had a very productive game a week ago against my Motor City V8s. Unfortunately, 10 grabs, 185 yards, including a 77-yarder to cinch the game for London. Late in the ball game there.
I can't wait to tell my grandkids that I was here at the invention of the new word girthy.
Slant over the middle. That's the other tight end on the reception for London, number 86, Sam Lockhart. He was running wide open down the middle of the field, and he's able to take advantage and get close to midfield.
Yeah, I think he kind of surprised the Alamo City linebacking core that he went out in the pattern. Nobody trailed with him, and he just kind of finds a little gap in front of most of the secondary. Nicely done. Maybe he's got skills.
Uh-oh. Here's the pass complete.
Oh, they're going to mark him short, Colin. Stop. Make it stop.
It's Kelly.
I thought he got
9.5. Second down and less than 1.
The whole playbook's open here, right?
The football's practically on the first down marker. Merrill picks it up and plenty more. Down to the 32.
Who needs a whole playbook when you could just run Merrill on the sweep? Did they even pull a guard? Let's see, Colin. Let's watch this.
Oh,
I don't know. Who's number 30 for London? What
number
position?
30 is Rob Nola, fullback.
The fullback. Okay, yeah. So they just have fullback lead. Love it. And that all the time in our high school games. Nothing fancy.
5 wide now. This is fancy.
Here's fancy. You want fancy? I'll give you
Pickler
fancy.
down the middle, complete. Island on the reception, down to the 9. It'll be first and goal.
Wow. Johnny Pickler. Put on your coat and tie as you go, all that and more. Watch this. Oh, we get a good shot at with the window he's seeing. Whoop. Nice. Gets it in there. It looked big at the time, but by the time the ball got there, Colin, it was closing. It was closing fast. Don't you know?
Is this where I insert something about Shopko or the Quickie Mart?
Oh, no. I don't know. I'm going to break out my Uper accent.
Throw it to Merrill. Only gets down to the 9. They'll say he got 1. It'll be second and goal.
Un.
5 catches, 31 yards. Almost as many receiving yards as he does rushing yards. He has only 5 grabs compared to 13 rushing attempts. Remember, he was in negative yardage his first several plays of the first several carries of this ball game.
Yeah, well, we had O'Neill asking for some keys of the game, and for any team really, but certainly for London, they need Merrill to do Merrill things, Pickler to do Pickler things. You need your stars to show up. And that started to happen, as you pointed out.
Oh, Rob Noah has identified himself in the chat. He said, who's number 30? Me.
There we go. Nice.
Third and goal from the 10. Pickler over the middle, short of the end zone where he needed to go. Terrence Query got down to the 2, but he needed to cross into the promised land. But alas, no dice.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Pickler has always had some moxie ever since he broke in with your team, Colin, back in the day. And he's not afraid to throw that into tight windows, throw it into traffic over the middle. Makes this risk-averse banker guy nervous, but he's good at it.
18-yard field goals have been good. Well, especially considering the financial state of the world at the moment. You have every reason in the world to be risk averse.
Well, I don't avoid risk. I just want to identify it and then get paid for it, right? So that's a whole nother. I'll invite y'all, as Cam taught me to say. That means everybody, to my TED Talk on that topic.
JT Delaney to kick off to
take calculated risks.
Ronick. And Ronick trying to spin.
Ronick or Huronic? Who's who? I'm getting lost.
It's Rowan.
Roenick. Thank you.
Only 129 yards for Alamo City. They had the total yard advantage early when it was kind of 7-0 and 7-3, but ever since then it's been runaway London.
Yeah, they benefited from that long first drive. What was that, about 70 yards maybe?
70-something yards. Sack time.
They're going to minus their yardage on that.
Cam Fosby, number 93, the best number in the world with the sack.
Hey, miss any SFL action? It's hard to keep up with every play around the league. I read that one, didn't I?
You did.
I did. Sorry about that, everybody. If you're not down with Victor's Valiant, get there. We'll get you some interesting spots here in a second.
Ace fires out, complete to Goose Finnick, and Finnick spins ahead.
Tonight on Next Level Sports, the Central Division takes center stage. 2 6-2 teams, the Minnesota Legend and Tulsa Desperados, will decide who will be in the driver's seat of an automatic playoff berth down the final stretch of the regular season. Kickoff at 6:30 p.m. in the East on Next Level Sports. For a complete channel guide, visit nlse.com. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hold your applause till the end of the broadcast.
We got a $2 super chat from Ray Colston. She said, smash that like button now.
All right.
3rd and 3. The pass complete to Greg Soto for the first down. That's something we haven't seen Alamo City do in a really long while, Rick, and burn on 3rd down.
Exactly. And what's Soto? He's been targeted several times, but I'm not sure that that's turned into much success.
He's been targeted 4 times, but that's only been his 2nd grab.
Okay. There we go.
Bunch to the top of the screen. 6-step drop. Ace back to throw. Tipped in the air and incomplete. Referee had a better shot at it than the receiver did.
Very dangerous as that gets sort of tipped up and carries itself down the field. By the way, we had threatened to deliver a Rick Meter update, and here it is. The Rick Meter is now full London. Rick Meter predicting a London win. London win at the 5:48 mark in the 3rd quarter.
Is that early for the Rick Meter?
It's a little early. Put your money down.
Brad Jones on the swing. Breaks a tackle, spins off another one, and carries Tony Roberto to the Alamo City 46.
And the way this game's going, Colin, if the bettors on the over, taking the over, are going to be in the money, we're at 30 right now. I'm guessing London will have to score another 35 points to hit the over. I'm sorry, Alamo City. This is I'm not sure what's happened.
Brad Jones up the middle. Oh, he snapped 1 yard short of the sticks. Jacob Creech, the linebacker. Tom Creech is on San Diego.
The creature.
And it looks like the artillery offense is staying on the field for the moment. Ball in the Alamo City 48, but will they actually snap it or will they be yellow?
Oh, don't do this in the second half. Your timeouts are too valuable in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Here we go. The ritual burning of a timeout. And there it is, Colin. Couldn't get him to jump. It may show you just how desperate Alamo City is to create any kind of momentum, though.
There's Ace Finnick talking about it with his coach, frantically trying to explain what he was trying to do, but I think it's going to fall in deaf ears.
I don't know. The coach is the one that kept him out there. Ace Finnick's going to get a mirror to hand it to the coach.
Turn by Wary up to the 19.
Yeah, I did mention my TED Talks earlier in the broadcast, and there's a little clamoring, a minor clamoring for my TED Talks. I'm not sure y'all gonna be real thrilled with my esoteric analysis of deposit strategies and utility curves. But yay, I'll send you a link. Right, Colin? Hello.
Right.
You in there?
I am in there.
What's going on over there?
Nothing's going on.
Nothing. Nobody's smoking.
Nothing crazy's going on.
Yeah, here's another run around. This time around the left side. That's a first down for London again, Colin.
To the 29-yard line, and I was made aware on the previous play that Albert Begin, the safety, was injured. So that's something to keep an eye on for Alamo City. As if the bad juju going in this ball game could get any worse.
Oh, yeah.
Guy gets hurt.
I know, right? And that's a tough one. Let's hope he can come back in the game.
Merrill stopped for a loss of 4.
That's a solid play by 94.
Jogi Barr again.
There we go. There we go. And Alamo City could use a little bit more of that. They just need to get a stop. Force a punt here. Defense being called on for extra duty here for you Navy types. Yeoman duty.
Yeah. Second and 14. Pickler nearly sacked.
Wow.
As that S just fell armlessly to the turf.
You know what's interesting about that is Alamo City's D-line puts a full pressure on their right side to Pickler. And I'm not sure Pickler realized if Pickler ran to his right, he had a lot of room to roam downfield, and Pickler still tries to throw it to the left, and they knock it down.
3rd and 14. Pickler in the shotgun. He's back to throw. Has a clean pocket this time. Fire down the middle. It's going to be intercepted. Rankin Law grabs it out of the air off the tip of his teammate. Returned back up to the 39-yard line, where Alamo City all of a sudden can make things really interesting.
The Artillery Nation jumps off the couch, out of their seats. Baby, grab me another beer because we are back. Not me. It's just an expression. Yeah. Welcome to the matinee, everybody. You're watching SFL presented by APM Music
Tip made by Isaac Ryan.
on the YouTubes.
Pickler. He's now thrown 1 touchdown, but unfortunately for him, now he's thrown 1 interception. Brad Jones only able to muscle add for 1.
Well, if there's ever a time for the Alamo City offensive unit to put on the big push and respond, I think this might be it, Colin.
He's Finnick. 2nd and 9. 4 wide receiver. Has to dump it off to Jones, and Jones, he'll actually lose yardage back to the original line of scrimmage. So mark him.
3rd and 11 now. It's like amazing. In blink of an eye, Alamo City's offensive unit gets way behind the 8 ball. Oh, magic 8 ball. Will Alamo City get a first down? Yes. Magic 8 ball predicting yes for a first down on this play.
Press coverage from the Knights. Go over the middle, and Ziggy unable to pick up the first down, but gets it into field goal range. But I don't know how much a field goal will help you at this point.
Well, excuse me while I smash my magic 8 ball.
Should have said, I'll look hazy.
I'll look hazy, right.
Try again.
Should have hedged its bets. It would still be alive today.
And this is going to be a very long field goal.
48-yarder. Oh, snap was bad. Did the holder get it? He did.
49 yards to call it, and it's now 23-10 with 2:07 left in the third.
as rough as Alamo City has had it since their opening possession success, they've brought this thing back into a two-score game, two-possession game.
Now 33 is the point total.
The Rick Meter staff apprehensively draining their Mountain Dews as they'll watch the London offensive possession here.
Matt Finnick to kick it away.
On the goal line, brings it out over the 20.
Return.
Sorry, Colin. That's your job.
He's to the 22-yard line.
Are you putting a black mark in my employee file? Not that.
No, I'm not doing anything. You're just a. Okay.
Okay. You see, I told you you were over there being all secret. All right.
First and 10 for London. Two wide receivers in an offset I formation. Pickler back to throw. Fires. Completes it. Allen Steele. First down to the 33. And the big tight end. That's London, a first down.
Alamo City showing full pressure, drops their linebackers into coverage, but Pickler's still able to find an open receiver, producing a first down. It'll give them another set of plays here in this drive.
Here's to get to Merrill, and he loses 3 yards. Tackle made by Rob.
Mr. Rob.
Foraker.
Yes, there you go. Nice individual effort there. Knifes through the O-line to get the stop.
Five wide on second and 13. Pickler, deep shot. Oh, almost intercepted. Iwan was behind the defense, but Johnny UK underthrew. Isaac Ryan was the man who initially tipped it. Of course, Ryan was the one who started the tip drill to begin with that Rager Walcott on the very last London, previous London position.
Yeah, starting to make his presence known here. Giving Johnny UK, I believe, to which you referred. The quarterback to which you referred. Something to think about in his next adventure over the middle.
Third and 13. Now they line up with 4 wide receivers. Let's hope they don't go to Carter this time. No run slants, where he picks up the first down at 3rd and 13 on a little slant pass. Holy cow.
Well, there you can see Pickler's rating. Seems like it ought to be a little higher, but what do I know? And just that's a bread and butter play. Just seeing if someone's got inside leverage, 3-step drop, quick out, bang. Hard to defend. And we've seen teams over the years, over the seasons, Colin, just kind of run that play almost exclusively. To great success.
Pickler, a swing pass out to Merrill. Merrill has room, and he gets knocked out of bounds after a pickup of 9. Bogey bar. The other outside linebacker knocked him out.
That brings up 2nd and short, and London thinking about clock and possession, ball possession. A possession game, if you will, here already at the end of the 3rd quarter. Oh, nice.
Loss of yardage back to the 48. And look who it is again. Yogi Bar.
There we go.
That bear has found himself enough picnic baskets to feed him a month.
Exactly. Hey, don't leave the broadcast without joining our Discord server. There's so much more to do in the SFL than just being a player. Join to check out content for teams and about the league. Created by the community, participate in picking games and play SFL fantasy football, test your skills in the survivor pool as well. To join our server, visit simulationfl.net and click on the Discord icon in the menu. The SFL community, 2,000 strong. We'll see you there.
End of the 3rd quarter. London firmly in control at 23-10. Johnny Pickler on 3rd and 4 fires out. Merrill picks up the first down on just a simple swing pass.
And the SFL is presented by APM Music. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To support their library, to explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com.
Merrill, he gets the carry and on his way picks up about 11. One of his better runs of the day is he's down to the 31.
And he's had a few. Not going to lie.
He's had 1 of 26 yards. He's now has 19 carries.
Yep. And he's had a couple of good catches out in the flat or in the quick outs that he's rambled down the field with as well.
Ramble, that's a fun word to say. It's Pickler over the middle. Catch made. What a beautiful catch. That's Terrence Wary again.
And that's a nice play to get them in position to tack on to their lead, Colin. They're aware that Alamo pulled it to within 2 possessions with that last field goal.
That's 4 grabs for 61 yards for Wary. This is a guy who's normally not the big targeted one. Usually it's the Decalia and Highwind show, but now it's a triple threat as Merrill rolls into the end zone, making it look easy. His 3rd total touchdown of the day, 2nd on the ground.
I don't think anybody laid a glove on him as he waltzes into the end zone there. Watch this, get another look at it. Field level. Nope, nobody touching him. There's no touching. He's in the end zone. Wow.
Wary had 5 grabs.
Yes.
For 71 yards a week ago. And on the season, the young man,
Yes.
29 grabs, 403 yards, and just a touchdown. But there's bright future for that young man is Robert Merrill. 52 yards on 20 carries, 2 touchdowns. He also has 54 receiving yards and a touchdown.
Well, improbably to the betting public, London has a 20-point advantage here with just under 9.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Alamo City's giving 3.5, and the over-under was set at 64.5. We're at 40. Let's see what Alamo City can do. They've got to get on their horse here.
Turn up to the 25-yard line. And the artillery, well, they got a field goal last time, Rick, but I have a feeling that they're going to look for a touchdown now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and they know it. I mean, nothing the brain trust and coaching staff doesn't already know. They need to be scoring touchdowns, not kicking field goals. The deep drop.
And they'll swing out to Jones. Nobody open downfield, and Brad Jones able to get 5 yards.
Fighting for his ever-loving life there. Albert McGinn.
He had cramps, but he still may return. There's still time.
Wow. Yeah, that's what you get for having a big taco breakfast when you're playing in the matinee. Or maybe just wasn't hydrating.
Weak eye formation. 2nd and 5. Jones tackled in the backfield for a loss of 1. Frank Stackhouse on the TFL.
I don't know that we've called Frank's name a lot yet today, have we?
He has 2 TFLs, 2 assisted tackles, 2 solo tackles, and 1.5 sacks.
How did I not notice that? Jeez.
William Davidson is the only defensive lineman without any stats. In today's ball game is Ziggy Ronick makes the catch 1st and 10 at the 40 before he survives some wicked shots as the clock now crosses under 8 minutes to go.
Wow. And kind of a rare first down for Alamo City. And they are going to put a bunch of people in the pattern here, aren't they, Colin?
They put all 5 out. Throw down the middle is complete. There's Deuce Finnick. And Ace is starting to eat up here.
Gives them a little bit of, gives the London Knights a little bit of their own taste of their own medicine there. Running a similar concept as to what the Knights have been successful with against them this afternoon.
This afternoon.
Good afternoon. Certainly, if you're London, you're feeling positive, having a good self-image. You're in the fourth quarter.
Throw out to Roenick, who gets knocked out of bounds at the 31. Clock stop is 7:21 to go.
Let's start applying a little bit of the game theory or chess match. Moves on the chessboard, if you will. So if Alamo City, Colin, can get a touchdown here, they will pull it back to within 2 scores with a good bit of time. They're down a timeout because they thought they could draw somebody off sides earlier in the second half. That will hurt them later as they try and mount this comeback.
Here's Ace. Has to fire short, but it was in a crowd of defenders. And Ankle Troll looking at his hands, and he said, "Why didn't I catch it?"
Why? Yeah, similar to what the coaching staff is saying to themselves. So 2nd and 10. And Alamo City Colin's got to be thinking, 10, 15-yard plays here at this point.
They have to.
They got to get 3 scores, and there's not a lot of time left. There's a first down. That helps.
To Garrison Blue. As the clock continues to wind under 7 minutes. 1st and 10 at the 20. Artillery trying valiantly to make things a little more dignified in the end for them. 6-step drop. Here's the out route. Beautiful catch made. That is Soto. Unable to get out of bounds, but he picks up 5.
Not a bad play. There's, if you're paying attention to the crawler, there's some good information coming out about some changes in the works. Right, Colin?
For a new game, we've seen a couple of the beta tests and all the renderings done as
potential changes to progressions, right?
Right, in regards to the new games. Deuce Finnick sets him up 1st and goal at the 7 o'clock stop at 7 with 5:57 to go.
Alamo City, in a bid to make this a little more exciting, knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
See what they do here. Line up with 2 tight ends off weak eye back. This is a sprint draw to Jones. Breaks a tackle. Can't get any farther than the 6. It'll be 2nd and goal. Roberto on it.
Going to be 3 more cracks at it. Am I right, Colin? They're not going to kick a field goal down here, will they?
Yeah, they got to go for the 7.
You got to think there's 2 more plays to pick up the 6 yards, the heavy 6. There it is.
And over the middle. It's intercepted.
Oh, no.
Intercepted for the 2nd time by Jack Russell, who returns it to the 20-yard line. Ace Finnick throws his 2nd interception of the game.
And this one especially costly on the goal line, looking to cut the lead to potentially 13. Gophers it up to London.
.509 to go. 1st string offense still on the field.
Right. Probably won't see subs until maybe under 3 minutes, depending.
Pickler back to throw, fires out the Merrill on the backfield, spins. Tried to make a 2nd spin, but picked up 6 yards as the clock crosses under 5 minutes.
Hey, liking the game so far, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There's no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of the SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Thank you for helping the SFL reach 10 years of operation through your viewership.
Oh, that's the backup tight end. Dropping the football, number 86, Lockhart. He was open, but he just flat out dropped the ball.
Dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. Well, Alamo City's happy about that, both for the drop and the stoppage in the clock, Colin. Here they go, looking kind of heavy runny. There it is.
Ready to get to Merrill. Merrill, first down to the 31.
Does his job. Got a job to do. Gets the first down, stays in bounds. And Alamo City got to have some desperation here. They're going to have to take some chances and gambles. They'll have to gamble and take some chances on defense here. They're looking to showing some pressure here. Oh!
Offside. And that's a shame because it was stopped for no gain in the backfield by Stephen Fellows the second. Let's see who the penalty's on.
Maybe the DN, I think.
It's going to be our buddy Yogi Var. No!
No, it ain't so, Yogi. Yogi. Like I said, they're just trying to make a play. They're getting a little antsy on the line. Any advantage at all. Ideally, they'd like to force a turnover here. Well, this Alamo City at 5 and 4. Not want to fall back to 500, having just climbed over that last week.
Merrill stopped in the backfield on 1st and 5. It'll be 2nd and 9. But guess who? Yogi Bar. He atones for his sins. The penalty and make it a 4-yard loss in the backfield.
You know, so functionally, they kind of had him, absent that penalty, kind of had him maybe 2nd and 10-ish, 2nd and 11. So it gets 2nd and 9. You're right. Atones for the grievance. We go with another run to Merrill.
Play clock under 5. Merrill gets the carry, has better blocks this time. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and the penalty was pick up a 4.
3rd and 5. You know, he cut back inside on that. I thought maybe bouncing it outside might gain a little more yardage. Maybe worried about potentially being rug out of bounds.
Stopping the clock, which
would be bad as far as London was concerned. Here we go again, another goal line looking offense.
3rd and 5 for London. Merrill the carry again. Stopped.
Interesting. They go with this long stretch play there, and again, well defense by.
And look who it is. It's Albert Pekin back in the game.
Ramps are gone. Ramps are gone.
Ball on the London 36.
Now, what's Bickler's QB rating at this point, Colin? If you don't mind me asking.
90.7.
90.7 still moved up a little bit from what did we see, the 89 earlier in the game, but
yeah,
not much. Thanks to Tim and Dale McClain on the stats, helping us be on top of things and sound better.
As the return for Alamo City gets up to 38, we reach the 2-minute warning. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on YouTube. .154 left for the artillery to try and put one more score up on the board. Maybe 2 if they're lucky. A Svennick sack, down he goes. sacked on the play. But one of the tackles inside, can't tell who that was. Pass. Jones. Out to 37. They call timeout. Let's go to Cameron Irvine for a game break.
Thanks, Colin. I have a rare double game break for you. Check out this play from Cameron Curtis to Mike Twinscrew off the deflection, spin, and touchdown. Then, on the next drive for Fort Worth, watch this pick by Connor Darien. Reaches it inside hand out of the sky. Not done yet. 30-20 in the fourth.
Oh my goodness, things getting interesting as this artillery get a big chunk play down the field. Ace to deuce. Still at London, 32. You asked for a giant chunk play, Rick, and you shall receive it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And yeah, the double highlight in one game break. That was pretty sweet.
The deflected pass was amazing, but the one-handed grab.
Yeah.
That dare say is
Charles Woodson. Yeah, I know where you're going with that one. I was in East Lansing at Spartan Stadium to see that signature play in Charles Woodson's Heisman winning career season there. Here's a big play.
Throw over the middle. That's Ace. That's Deuce again with the reception down to the 13.
Okay. London trying to play a little bend, don't break, but
there they go over the middle, down to the 1.
They give up a first down. First and goal on the 1.
3 wide. Out of the far. To the end zone. Tip. Volleyball. Incomplete.
Oh my goodness.
And then, so they finally get to call a different play.
We're going to hang time on that tip drill. That might have been one of the longer ones we've seen. Does stop the clock. Alamo City going to get another crack at it here.
Opportunity calls fresh play. Let's see what they do. Now they line up with one receiver either side. Split backs. They're going to throw. Ace. End zone. Think Newsy touchdown on the reception. He was open in the flat. It's a late release.
Yeah, he breaks open late and gets a little lost in the wash. And that was nice. Of course, Alamo City cynics will say, well, where's this all game? But you got to remember, London was probably playing a little bit, was playing a different style of defense there.
And
they can afford to give up a touchdown and let Alamo City burn a couple minutes on the clock in the process.
And for the fullback, and that's his first career touchdown rushing or receiving. So congratulations to that young man.
A little fullback love there, Colin. Love it.
54 seconds left, now 30-17. We'll see an onside kick attempt, and these are always interesting, regardless of score.
It is a 2-score game. There are still 54 ticks left on the clock.
Onside kick caught by London.
London falls on it. Alamo City cannot stop the clock, Colin, so that's going to be your ball game. Even though we haven't had the final gun, this one's going to head into the books, barring something really odd. At 30-17, 47 total points. That's going to mean the under.
But the artillery more than cover.
No, they don't cover at all because they're losing.
All right. Oh, that's right. They don't cover.
Yeah, and London will move to an impressive 6-3. Congratulations, Liam Crowder and your crew on what's developing as a fine season. Of course, not happy to see the win over Motor City last week, but we won't bring that up anymore. And Alamo City will regress back to the mean at 5-5.
So keep a close eye on the other game that we had the double highlight from is Johnny Pickler melts away the final seconds, and the London Knights first trip ever to Texas to take on these Alamo City Artillery. They've been to Texas before, but never to San Antonio. Final score 30-17, London win.
Well, and we're going to look at the stats here, and just dominating all categories. Do the London Knights, time of possession, total yards, yada yada yada. QB comparison, Colin, in favor of Pickler as well, right?
Right. According to the unofficial stats, Pickler threw for 308 yards, 26-38, touchdown and interception. Ace Finnick is 29-40. It's good for 72.5% completion percentage, but unfortunately for him, he threw 2 interceptions. The other team did throw 2 touchdowns, but Brad Jones held in check, only 8, unofficially 18 yards on 15 carries. Robert Merrill had 60 yards out of the backfield unofficially. Unofficial leading receiver Ben Kelly has 70 yards on 5 grabs, 49 yards on 24 carries, 2 touchdowns for Robert Merrill. Jack Russell, that's his second pick. And the left-hander, he did have his moments, but this connection to Deuce, to his son Deuce,
Yep.
was one of them.
Well, and talked about how in the fourth quarter there, on that last drive, London was playing a little different style of defense, which included having a number of backups in as well.
Play the game is Robert Merrill, over 100 scrimmage yards, 78 rushing yards, 50 receiving yards, and 3 total touchdowns.
Wow. Yeah.
Thanks to our statisticians, DR Sim and Dale McClain, for all of us at the Simulation Football League. Our executive producer, Cameron O'Brien, Colin Northrop, Rick Northrop.
Yo.
Thanks for watching.